Coming to you live and direct once again. It's the one and only P. King Diablo, aka High Water Pimpin' Boy. Make sure you like and subscribe. I want to talk about a subject matter very briefly. I want to talk about this Covid-19 vaccination. The reason I want to talk about it because I see they putting the clamps down. They locking everything down as far as who's able to do what, go where, and different things of that nature. I just want to say, I don't knock those who got the vaccination, but some of us don't want the vaccination, you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like that's our right to say, hey, we want the vaccination or we don't want the vaccination. So I'm not going to bash those who took the vaccination. I'm not going to bash the vaccination, but all I'm going to say is I don't want the vaccination. I'll take my chances, you know what I mean? Because it don't really look like a pandemic or epidemic or whatever they want to call it. It don't look like that's going on around us. It looks like some hully-gully going on around here, but that's neither here nor there. But I see over in Europe and over in Australia and in different countries on different continents, it's a lot of civil unrest about this vaccination. And I might be wrong, man, but when I see Caucasians, so-called white people, when I see them, holding civil unrest and petitioning against different things or campaigning against different things, I pay attention to that, because in the society I live in, no one is systematically more freer than so-called white people. So when I see them standing up against certain things and petitioning against certain things, that raise my suspicion about things. It's just like the vaccination of children, the school vaccination and different things of that nature. When I see them going up against that, something has to be to that. Because when you look at my culture, you look at my ethnicity, the indigenous American, the American Negro, everything bad they give it to us, and everything good they try to keep it away from us. So when I see the Caucasian, when I see the Caucasian standing up against or campaigning against some certain issues, that my spidey senses, started to raise. Because when you look at it, it had to be some type of merit towards it. It's not the fact that so-called white people, have merit to their issues. It's just the fact that if they don't want these particular vaccinations, something has to be wrong with them. You look at our grocery stores in my community, in our community, you see a whole lot of spoiled meats and a whole lot of unfresh products that's coming into our neighborhoods as far as the grocery stores are concerned. And they do that because they know who's where. They know what area code and zip code. They know who's where. They know who's in a certain area. They know who's in the Austin area. They know who's in the Lawndale area. They know who's in the Inglewood area. They know. So certain type of produce, certain type of foods come into those areas that are not fresh, that are really not up to par. You can go out to a Mariano's or something like that. You can go outside of your neighborhood. You can go into a mostly Caucasian neighborhood and you can see the difference. You can smell the difference on the meat and different things of that nature. So when I see them advocating against the COVID vaccination, I understand that here's a people that mostly get all of the goods that come into this country. They get the fresh produce, they get the fresh meats and different things of that nature. So when they going up against the COVID-19 vaccination, I have to be curious as to why. I'm not about vaccinations anyway. I wish I could have spoke up for myself back in those days when I was getting my shots, my school shots at Miles Square. I wish I could have spoke up then, but When you're a child, you subjected to those certain things, you know, according to, you know, whether or not, you know, your parents are conscious to certain issues. But right now, I'm a grown man. I'm conscious, so, you know, I'm gonna keep working out, man. I'm gonna keep, you know, eating healthy. I'm gonna keep a sound mind. You know, I'm gonna keep moving the way I'm moving. You know, doing unto others as I want done unto myself. You know, I'm gonna have to pass on that COVID-19 vaccination, but it's just something I wanted to talk about, because when I see certain people, you know, speaking out against it, you know, and they not quote unquote as, you know, as the media like to, you know, portray people that speak out against the status quo as conspiracy theorists. You know, when I see just regular people speaking out against it, you know, it makes me want to listen as to why. Because they shutting down a whole lot of things. It's like they about to, you know, force this. And you know, my personal opinion, they shouldn't force it. It shouldn't be forced. For those who want it, hey man, you know, more power to them. For those who don't, they have the same right as those who want it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, it's been real. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long with this, but it's just something been on my mind, because like I say, I've been looking at it in the news and in the media. They've been talking about it. They've been talking about, you know, all over the globe. They've been trying to enforce this lockdown and enforce this vaccination. I you know, my personal opinion, because I'm one who don't want it. You know, I don't want the vaccination. You know, whatever COVID-19 is, hey, you know, I take my chances. You know, yeah, I wear the mask, you know, in public places, but as far as the vaccination, I'll do without it. Like I said, man, it's been real, man. You know, make sure you like and subscribe. It's the one and only, yeah, P. King Diablo, aka High Water Pimpin' Bull, and I'm out.